We in here. Let me get the volume up. Make sure we're good there. When y'all get on here, hope some of y'all will let me know if my video is clean. Matter of fact, let me do some addition. All right, all right. I'm back. I'm back. Not I'm black. I'm back. Woo, it's been a crazy week, y'all. So when you get on here, if you're watching this live on the playback, make sure you hit the subscribe button. What's up, Miss E? Make sure you also comment after the video post and like this video. What's up, Timothy, Stallings, Miss E, Moderator Supreme in the house. Y'all know I'm just winging it, so I was just like, something kind of piqued my interest with what somebody said something about a video I posted, and I said, you know what? People tripping. Not all over the world, but we about to get into it. Because y'all need to know. I know y'all know the normal tripping that's going on, but y'all got to know the extra that's going on. And can everybody hear me okay? Make sure you, while you're commenting, appreciate all of y'all streaming in here. Make sure you let me know you got good sound quality and video quality before I keep pushing. That way we can tweak anything. Okay, Andy, thank you. Appreciate that. Happy New Year to all you guys. Loud and clear, Timothy. All right, that's what's up. I appreciate the feedback. So what happened was, and I try not to let viewers push me this way or that way or that way, but I watch my comments, because when you get them energy vampires coming to you, trying to suck your energy out of you, it's good feedback to keep you on guard for what's going out there. So people tripping, I ain't talking about rioting in the streets. I'm not talking about doing anything with weapons or anything. I'm talking, robbing and stealing. That's been going on and will continue to go on all over where the culture has been broken down and dissected and segregated, so to speak. All these little compartments, segregated, compartmentalized culture is what's happening in North America. So they've been at that for a minute, and they're gonna keep doing it. So ain't nothing new under the sun. It's just gonna keep being on a loop. Every 70 years, you get ready to loop again, and things will happen again and again and again. So, I mean, if you study any of his story, y'all call it history, I say his story. Whoever won the war took over the tribes and separated everybody and shipped people out, shipped people in, moved things around, changed the names of everything. Whoever won all of those battles, you now get to go replay his story, history, and see what happened. But the victor always gets to write their own story. So it's not necessarily true, it's just their story situated the way that it keeps them propelling themselves forward by not necessarily telling the truth. The truth doesn't matter to the victor. The only thing that matters is that they won, and now they hold the keys to their future and whoever they conquered's future by being able to write things that people have to then reflect back on to find out where things came from. Actually, you can actually design, if you're crafty enough, which they are, they've been doing it for some thousands of years, crafty enough to design the future through the fake history that you reported. See, this stuff goes places, y'all. It's not a stationary item. This stuff has been highly energized to continually give someone results and have the grip and the claw into your back, so to speak, at all times. So just know we're in that kind of thing. The thing that I'm saying, not over here in Vietnam, of course, it doesn't exist. That's a trip. That's what's a trip. That's a whole nother trippy. But this trip I'm talking about, America, you know what I'm saying? James Brown, living in America, that America. The thing that I'm seeing is the reverberation of a story, of a tale. Some would call it a tall tale if you knew any better. And that's why I posted on the community page on my site. I was posting stuff like where I'm at, and then what did I say exactly? I said something to the effect of I can't remember what I said. I'll have to go look at it. But I stated something along the lines of, you're writing your own narrative, the thing I've been talking about all this time anyway. And then somebody responded back like, what the F you talking about, bro? So don't call me bro, because I ain't your brother. I ain't your brother. My brother don't talk to me like that. So you out of place, out of line right there, disrespectful. I'll slice you, cut you, dice you, throw you out the window while I'm driving 100 down the highway. Anyway, said something to the effect, what the F you talking about, bro? You over there on vacation, doing this, doing that. So one, you don't know me. Two, you ain't gonna never know me. You just video worlding stuff, so that's not the real people anyway. You getting half of what who I am, just like I don't know who y'all is. So everybody is what we purport to be, but we not. We all got our little issues and problems because we people. So it's gonna be like that till you're dead. And if you came right back from the dead the next day after you was dead, you still gonna be human and operating on whatever level of stupid you on. And that's what it is. We all got our levels of stupid, and we all operate on them from time to time. Some people more than others. So don't be one of them peoples. But anyway, background. I've been coming to Vietnam for 7 years. I was living 4 months out of the year over here, traveling back and forth between here and America, developing. One of the developments ended up being, later on, the second year I was here, and now I got a Vietnamese wife and a baby. So that was a development. I wasn't even looking, and we wasn't even working on that. I'm working on business stuff. But, coming over here is not vacationary for me. It's developmental. It's going out to experience life. It's going to do my journey. So the threat from, not for me, but the true threat of people who say make comments like that and take their time to write all this intricate stuff on my channel, the threat for me is not anything negative. I just wanted to, every now and then you get edgy. I'm edgy a lot. So sometimes I hold back a lot of snapping back on people because it's not appropriate. You don't have to give your energy to that stuff. But every now and then, you want to put somebody in their place, slap them across the lips, you know what I'm saying? Elbow them in the jaw or something. Sometimes you got to get down like that. You got to get dirty. Go thugging again. I'm from the streets. I ain't been on the streets in a long time, but I still got my memory of the streets, so I can go street on you if I need to. Kind of Denzel kind of talking on the street all on you, you know what I'm saying? So if I got to do that in a situation, I know how to pull it up. Pull my street card out, still good. It don't expire till I get off the planet, so I'm good. But every now and then you just want to address some things and reverse the energy, because I see, of course, it's a lot of people, and what this guy stated was probably giving him props by even bringing up the conversation, but not really. But it just lets you know how people be thinking out there. So this guy said, so it's definitely a lot coming against the black man. So I'm like, fake brother, I guess I wouldn't be in that category anyway, because I never go by terminology or the terminology that I'm a black man or a African American. People got mad at Tiger Woods when he said I ain't black. Dude ain't black. He Asiatic. He know where he from. He know where his ancestors from. So if you know where you from, you don't go claiming some other set. You can't be a Crip and you claiming to be a Blood. You gonna get smoked. You know what I'm saying? You can't be saying, oh, I'm this, but I'm really that. So you should know some of your identity background. So black men, nah, that's cliche. You're using the captures terms and you continuing the process of encapturement over yourself by reverberating and energizing all this terminology that you think is just common lingo in this English language. You be languishing to speak it. And we talk in terms that we don't know what is defining because we don't even do the research to find out what the words even mean. Take the words, move the S to the front, it turns into the word sword. So we don't even know what kind of swords we're using out here chopping people to pieces with because we haven't even slowed down long enough and we think we know everything and we haven't even researched enough to know what it is we're really doing and what we're working with. Like I always say, when you went to school, all of us who went to Americanized schools are witches. Say, Major, that's a little too much. Well, a witch doesn't have to be bad. We've been taught that terminology is bad. A sorcerer, all of these things, voodoo and witchcraft, we've been taught that that's bad. I wonder why. Is it have anything to do with Haiti and 1700s, I think? I forget the guy's name, but the Haitian Revolution, and they used voodoo against the British or whoever they used it against, the French or the British, and kicked some, you know what I'm saying? Took names and kicked, you know what I'm saying? With that spiritual warfare. Of course your enemy, once they get the stronghold over you, they got to demonize everything that actually works. So I would never say, oh, witchcraft and all this stuff is bad now that I have some knowledge over the terminology and where things are stemming from and where they're going and who wrote the history. So the Salem witch hunts, y'all heard of that stuff? Why was they going out and getting these people? These people was born with these abilities. They didn't go open up a little store on the corner and start reading palms and learning numerology. They was born with certain kinds of abilities. And so that being said, the only way you can eradicate some of those abilities that could come back to bite you later, if you're conquering things, is to get rid of this stuff. The holy wars, the Salem witch hunts, that stuff was not just over there, it was probably in other locations. So there's been conquest upon conquest, systematically removing competitors. These people are top predator competitors, and those are the ones that are at the top of the food chain. As you look at the, what's the type of, trying to Discovery Channel and then talking about the lions at the top food chain, this and that and the other. Nobody mess with the lions. Now, the hyenas could mess with the lions. Only way a lion can defend is if he got some more lions and some lionesses with him that can come out here and whoop some, you know what I'm saying? So they catch you by yourself, catch you slipping, they're gonna pull your card and you're gonna have a toe tag on, you know what I'm saying? So the whole thing that we're involved in with, and I know I'm getting off on some other stuff, but that's how I do it, so you're stuck with it. Tough. When they say tough, you know, I wish this was a all access, you know, rated PG channel or whatever, rated R channel. I'll just be spitting and chewing all kinds of stuff at you right now. But we're gonna keep it clean. We'll try to keep it clean because I know some of y'all got some virgin ears. You know, I don't want you getting infected. You know, and then, oh, Major told me some stuff I didn't need to hear today. Now I don't know what to do. This stuff is to help you do what you need to do. And what I'm talking about is the whole thing about what's going on and how crazy people that's out there on the street tripping, talking negativity when they see positivity, brother, are all around you, and you need to know that this is the case. People will start making comments towards what you're doing positively because everything that goes out positive will be met with resistance. You know, water flows powerfully until resistance gets in front of it. When enough water builds up, it'll move to resistance. The only thing is you got to keep the water pushing, moving forward. That's your life, your energy. You got to keep it moving forward, even if you get resistance until you push past it. So this brother making the comments about black men getting it rough, and no, that's your decision. If that's what you perceive is what's going on for you, then that's what it is for you. You can get out of it or you can stay in it and complain about it. That's up to you. So y'all know me, based on what I say on this channel, y'all know I'm not willing to stand for any of that kind of stuff, so I'm pushing past it. I'm gonna be that water that if there's some resistance in front of me, I'm gonna keep the faucet on until the resistance moves. It don't mean positivity, don't mean that you running around smiling all day. Hi everyone, I'm feeling really great. I have no cares in the world. That's not what it means. It just means that for the most part, for the parts that you can control even of your day, you pushing forward. You're not trying to go backwards, unless you need to dodge something, but you're pushing forward. So that's what my content is about. And whoever's listening, they want to make some cockamamie comment, you can do whatever you want to do, but really ain't paying you too much attention. I just use your stuff for content for my channel. And, you know, I've been inundated with my business in America. Y'all know since this cold thing hit, yo, busted water pipes everywhere, okay? Fire sprinkler systems busted in commercial buildings. So my business right now is stupid. We are so inundated with calls and work right now. We had to turn down probably 50% of the calls that came in. Like in one day, 50 service calls came in. I know y'all don't understand my business, but I do have a fire watch company, so I have to have my agents, we have to be on these sites when the systems go down until they get it fixed. Well, the repair companies ain't coming, they having a hard time getting these people to fix this stuff. So anyway, the reason why y'all ain't seen me on these lives, and I'm just gonna kind of put little pictures out there and stuff on my channel, let you know I'm still breathing, okay? I'm still out here pushing, but I've been, let's see, so I'm 12 hours ahead of American time. So when it was my New Year's, y'all was still 12 hours away from 2023. So imagine you're supposed to be asleep at 8 p.m. in Vietnam, 9 p.m., whatever time you go to sleep to get some rest. But at the same time, your business is on super boost. Your business is on steroids, and it's 8 or 9 a.m. in your home country, and everybody's awake and doing business. So as you need to go to sleep, you can't. You got to stay up. So I got my dispatchers, I got people assisting me and stuff. It's not enough. I've been on the phone, I've been on the emails, I've been texting, I've been on the doing all kind of stuff this whole week, pushing and grinding like old school grind. Like, yo, I'm in the studio dropping beats, dropping bars, and we don't go home till 6 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play, and we roll on beats like every day. Never mind. I just came to my mind when Jermaine Dupri's song, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to Atlanta. But I've been grinding like I'm in the studio, and y'all ain't seen me because I've just been overrun with response from all this cold weather. And I guess the whole reason for that, telling you that, is pushing forward. I don't care if I'm in another country. I don't care, you know, I've got some systems set up where I can still produce wherever I'm at, and we can still take care of what we need to take care of. So for all these people, oh, it's bad for black men and stuff, I'm not claiming to be black, but if you want to say brown men, I am that copper-colored, Aboriginal, you know, ancestry dude, part Filipino, part Aboriginal Indian of Turtle Island, which y'all call North America. That's me. That's my peoples. So, you know, no excuses. So don't tell me, you say black man, brown man, referring to me. Don't tell me, oh, we catching it hard and blah. So would you get my violin out, start playing your little melody that rocks you to sleep? So you supposed to be, if that's you and you a man, you supposed to be at it. It ain't no excuses, none. If you supposed to be eating, if you trying to feed your children, get some money to help your other children's children, and all that stuff, ain't no excuses. The only thing you need to be determining is if you gonna write your own narrative or not, or keep believing all these other people on here talking all this yin yang. Y'all know I don't watch it no more. Some people I like on YouTube talking all that yin yang every minute. Oh boy, the sky's falling tomorrow at 6 a.m. You better go get your stuff. Oh my goodness, you better get ready for the terror. Oh my goodness, you better hurry. The food will run out tomorrow. Hmm. Okay. Well, if that's exactly where you want to ride the bike down the street headed to, you go and do that. I'm going the other way. I'm going the way where, and now it don't mean that you ain't gonna encounter resistance along your path, but you got to stay on your path, and you gotta push and grind when it does resist. Okay, um, you have to be your own story writer for this thing. It took me almost 50 years to figure this out. You have to, if I had known this when I was 5 years old, I'd own YouTube. I'd own all this stuff. We be having a big party right now. You know what I'm saying? Have all Jeff Bezos' money too. All them yachts and all these helicopters and jets. You're like, yo, meet me at the airport. Everybody on YouTube, we about to go overseas and hook it up. If I had all the money, I'd just be doing that. But anyway, I don't right this moment. So on the way, whatever percentage of that I'm supposed to get is coming. I'm going to receive it like I've been doing, and we're going to keep pushing, keep grinding the way we want to grind, the way we want to see it. So if you're not on board with, you need to, if you're not on board with how I see it, that's fine. Go on some other thing and get what you need, but over here, I'm pushing. And whoever's watching me, I hope that the energy is coming out to you where you pushing. I can assist you pushing, and you can reciprocate by hitting the like button. Okay, we got 70 viewers up on here, 29 likes, thumbs up. Yo, push past it for me. Let's see the results happen as I'm speaking it. This is how energy reciprocates itself. Don't be so American that you don't know how to reciprocate energy. That's the problem with Americans. We've been trained into individualism so much so that we can't even understand. I'm going to just use the word understanding. It's a harsh military term, to understand. That means to stand under the authority of someone else. Do you understand? That's why police officers ask you that. Do you understand? And once you agree to that, then you are placed under their standing. Anyway, you have to understand that everything that you think and you recite, you rehearse on a daily basis is coming to you. So if you keep watching, and I kind of got sidetracked, but I'm just playing like I never skipped a beat. If you keep reciting, rehearsing, and if you keep visualizing, seeing with all your eyes, you got more than just these physical exterior, external eyes. If you keep performing this symphony of disaster to your being, then you are placing yourself under the standing of someone else's design, and they got you. Now, if the sky starts falling all around me and ain't no more food and blah, 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 at least I can say at the end of the day, my boots was tied tight and I'm going out the way I want to go out on my own story. I'm not going to follow your story and then scared to death, running crazy, hair falling out, getting grays, they falling out, can't even dye the grays because by the time you put the dye on your hair done fell out because you're so worried about all this stuff. And you running here, running there, trying to, oh, I wish I can get this and store up this and do that. Ain't nothing wrong with preparing. Y'all know that. But when it gets to the point where it turns into mental disorder, disease, and mental illness and all of that stuff, you got to figure out for yourself, is it really worth all that? Because if everything's going to fall down and everything's going to die and blah, that was already inevitable anyway. Since you came into this third dimension, you already had an expiration date. Why you so surprised that, oh my goodness, the sky is falling? Why y'all falling for that stuff? Because, I'll tell you why. You've been programmed to fall for it. We've been programmed to recite negativity, to such a high degree, now we do the dirty work for the puppeteers. They let the strings go and let the slaves know it's on y'all now. Y'all voted for it, remember? Uh-huh. Oh, you're the one who went to the city council and said change this and do this and do. Uh-huh. You voted for so-and-so, so you agreed to all their policies, right? That's what they gonna do. That's what they doing. Ain't nothing else to talk about but the truth. Okay, the TURFF. The truth will set you free. All right? Double it up. Truth. Major's Dictionary of Languageology. Okay? So listen. If you want to have access to resources, ideas, energy, visions, physical things are not the most important. But if I own the rights to my vision, I own the rights, the copyright. You can't infringe upon my vision or my imagination. Imagination, break the word down. My images, okay, being created, okay? It's like a symphony that I put together, and I don't have to use violins. I don't have to use trumpets and this, that. I can use whatever freak I want to use because it's my symphony. Okay? That's the power behind having access to your own mind and your own thoughts. So if you're not willing to own that stuff and you want to keep renting and leasing thoughts, by all means, do your thing. But don't come on my channel and start bagging on me, oh, what the F you talking about? You need to go on some other channels where they love to tell you how negative things are, where they love to tell you how bad it's going to get for certain people, so on and so. Man, I ain't believing none of that stuff. And if it happened, it's so be it. You're here and you're gone, and it's in a twinkling of an eye. Your life is nothing but a vapor. That would be the truth. 1 minute you 20 years old, running the streets like crazy, can't nothing hurt you. You like Superman. Next thing you 50 years old, like, hey, I remember when I was 21, exactly what I was doing, what music was playing, the cologne I had on, and what color perfume she had on. And 1 minute, like my dad always said, 1 minute you're gonna be my age, son, looking back going, dang, that was quick. So let's just break it down. You only here for a hot second anyway. When you gonna start getting in some of the seconds that you want? This is the question you have to ask yourself. Or you gonna sit there and play, exercise, visualize, put into physical motion somebody else's seconds for your life. That's why I talk how I talk and walk how I walk, because I ain't got time. While I'm here, I'm doing my narrative. I figured something out for me, and it actually works for me. Can't say it worked for everybody else, but hypothetically it should. Depends on, this part of your being telling the rest of your being what to do. Because otherwise you just robot, puppeteer, managed, mental illness, reciprocating kind of energy vampire person. So those are things I don't want nothing to do with that. I got my own issues. Even if the world wasn't falling apart and the sky wasn't falling, like somebody else said on the comment, Major, the sky can't fall because we live underwater. True statement, but I ain't gonna get into that right now. You under the firmament dome, it's water up there, okay? I'm gonna get into it a little bit because I like teasing a little bit, all right? You under a firmament dome, and when you look up at them stars, okay, and you see them twinkling, moving, think about being under the ocean and the waves is moving, and you see some lights up there, so they're not clear, they kind of move with the water. That's what you're looking at. But anyway, I know somebody gonna say, Major, you're one of the flat earthers too, right? You call me whatever you want to. I don't go by them tags. I rock what I rock. If I want to wear a 5'11" hat one day, I'll put that one on. I'm going to go make me some Major Gardner 911 hats over here in Vietnam, because that's where all the products are being made. Anyway, even 5'11" gear is made in Vietnam. I'm about to go downtown, District 1, probably tomorrow, pick up some gear. Oh, so cheap. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. I might do a video from down there and show y'all the Ben Thanh market. I think that's how you pronounce it. Big old market full of everything. People, oh, is that stuff fake? Look, are you fake? This whole planet's fake. You are in this thing is like a scripted hologram or something. I don't know what it is, and it has glitches that pop up. That's why people start tweaking out. That's why things don't seem normal. Okay, they never were. We've been tricked that there was something called normal. Well, nothing's ever, whatever that word means, it's not. That's like to keep you in some type of paralysis, mental paralysis. Oh, a normal work day, man, that's all programming. If it's normal, it's because you were programmed that way. Anyway, your day should be chaotically, a chaotically balanced symphony of your own thoughts, music, actions, and so on and so forth. And of course, they got laws to contain all of that because they don't want you getting jiggy with it all the time. So they got the framework around you so you know how far you can go. Just like you got to have that pass the port paperwork to pass the port. That's why they call it a passport. Yep, slaves got to be able to get out the port, and you got to have a pass like they used to do back in the day. You had to get the pass signed, you show your pass, you can make it through to the next little town. That's what passports is for. All right, so United States Government Education 101 with Major Gardner. Nothing I say is actually, how do you say, this is my disclaimer. It's for educational purposes only. Do your own due diligence with what I'm talking about. If none of it makes any sense to you, by all means, just be entertained. If it does make sense to you, go research something and find out for yourself if it's actually real or not. That's all I can tell you. But moving forward, we moving forward, okay? You watch my channel, it's push time. It's been go time. I've been going since, look, my first business was 17 years old, detailing cars. Push, hustle, grind. I'm gonna make a song. Push, hustle, grind. Come on, push, hustle, grind. Up, push, come on, grind. Ha, ha, push, hustle, grind. That's what time it is. That's what time it's been. And if you ain't been push, hustle, and grinding, and you don't know what hustle means, you don't know what pushing means, you don't know what grinding means, no, it's not dancing at the high school dance, grinding. No, we're not talking about that kind of grinding. We're talking about staying on task, staying focused with your vision. When the resistance comes, you keep the faucet on and keep the water pushing till the resistance moves and you get your goal attained, and then you push, hustle, and go to the next, okay? So push, hustle, grind. So that's all we're talking about. We're using this mental energy to energize our environment around us and you still got to put the legwork to it. You can't just sit around thinking all day, and think that some spoon is going to levitate up to your mouth and put some rice in there, and then some hand going to come out of nowhere and start moving your mouth to chew the food. That don't happen. So you still going to have to put to task the physical efforts to do this stuff. You can't be lazy. The reason why I'm losing weight, because I ain't lazy. I'll be running around here taking care of stuff, man. I'll be burning carbs like left and right. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat meat. I've been eating a little fish because I'm getting a little small, you know, but hey, I'm getting older. I don't want to be heavy. I don't want to be sitting in a chair, you know, just heavy. So push, hustle, and grinding it. You know what I'm saying? You got to, man. You got to get motivated. I didn't say stay motivated. Get motivated. Even those of us who are motivated on video, when the video camera go off, life still be sitting right there. I get down. I get some moments where I'm like, man, why even bother making this video? Look, I only got 69 people on this live. I could be talking like that to myself right now every day, but I appreciate the 69, 70 people up on here, and I know if it's 2, 10, or 15 of y'all that get something out of this stuff, I'm push through and go on and do it. I could have dropped YouTube a long time ago when they started turning gears and algorithms got me not being seen and stuff. I could have been like, whatever, I got better things to be doing. A lot of things I'm already doing, and I don't even have time for this. They ain't making no money on here, so I ain't even tripping no more. But I see that there is a need to give people who will listen and can comprehend, and people who can receive something and then turn that into energy and then put to task through physical efforts, use it and make they journey coincide with the vision that they get, and maybe a little bit of what I'm saying, a little bit of what somebody else is saying. Man, y'all gotta get grounded in the right soil you want to grow out of. Think about what I just said. Get grounded in the right soil you want to grow things out of. All soil ain't good soil to grow and seed. So your environment, this is your environment. What you place in here is the soil, seeds, the watering, and the growing and the maturing of the things that you placed in there. So if you got a healthy dose of sci-fi, action movies, people killing people, blood, guts, and gore, and scary movies, and The Exorcist, The Exorcist times 10 movie, whatever. I'm just throwing out how scary movie. They try to make it funny, but still give your subconscious all these images that you keep storing up. That's what's creating the imagery for your environment to persist and consistent. So if we don't reverse polarity this stuff, because we don't know no better, well, I'm telling you, better know better now, and start re-energizing yourself. And you start by deprogramming your old thoughts. Now, Americans, you're lazy. I'm gonna just say it. Now, some of y'all ain't, but I gotta generalize everything. America, you're lazy. Don't produce nothing. We ain't making nothing. Ain't selling nothing. Ain't doing nothing. N-U-F-F-I-N-G, ain't doing nothing. Nothing and nothing. Okay, it's three kinds of nothings. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Pick which one you want to use. Three nothings you can use. Three nothings you can use. So that one's out of Major's Encyclopedia of definitions. Okay, I can't even pronounce my own, definitions. So look, you got to get to the place where you get some of that old stuff out of there. I'm gonna tell you right now, religion's the biggest one. 2, money. Okay, the use of it. So if you're thinking money is something that somebody's always trying to get from you, why are they trying to get, and you hoard money and stuff like that, and you don't know how to use it, well, that's the level you'll just be on. Excuse me, y'all, let me turn off something here. Okay, got it. I'm back. Okay, so money is a tool. So if you don't look at it like that, you'll look at it as it's mine. I work for this. I'm not gonna let you take it and stick it in my sock, put it in my mattress, kind of person. So I'm just keep hoarding. You just get what you put into it. That's it. Maybe you feel good not helping anybody with it or doing something great in the world with it. If that's your thing, that's your thing. Me, I look at it as a tool. It's like, okay, if I give a baby a running chainsaw, okay, and then I put the pacifier where the trigger is to make the chain, the baby's probably gonna try to go get the pacifier and squeeze the trigger, okay? That's stupid. So with money, it works the same way. You gotta grow yourself up so you can stop misusing it, so you can stop cutting yourself with this tool. It works beautifully when used as a tool. It doesn't work so great when you use it all these other different ways, because when your mind is not wrapped around the idea that something is a tool, you never get to create anything with it. You just get to consume stuff with it. That's why they call America the great consuming nation. Ain't producing nothing, ain't making nothing. Nothing from nothing equal nothing. Last time I heard, through the grapevine, you know what I'm saying? Keeping it copacetic with the 70s soul grooves, my baby. Listen, I went back in the 70s, I'm sorry, I went back to some stuff way back yesterday. Y'all didn't know I could go back to the 70s, keeping it copacetic and all that stuff. Yeah, tight as a pair of pantyhose, 2 sizes small kind of stuff. Yeah, if you're not old enough, you won't get none of this. You won't get none of this, like rotary dial phone stuff. Let me put you on hold, click. We didn't call it call waiting, we just clicked over. Yeah, we just clicked over. So thought we was doing something when we got that push button phone, didn't we? You could push the buttons. It had an orange one in the kitchen. Yeah, it was orange. It was kind of rust orange color back in the day when rust color orange was a cool color. Like cars were even rust color, yellow. My mom had a Ford Pinto. Uh, I'm sorry. Let me snap out of there. I went way back Wednesday on you. I'm sorry. Just give me, uh, some broken down analysis of my travels through this realm. But anyway, got to have a little fun, man. Keep going on these channels. And first thing they say, title get you. You know what's amazing? The more gore, fear porn you place on your title, the more viewers you get. So what this tells us is that that's what's coming. Now, you go to another region, and they don't think like that. Whole community, whole village, whole country is not in that thought. Is it possible that they slide past the things that are coming? Because in their perception of things, they're not magnetizing those type of negative thoughts to their country. Is that even possible? Yeah, it is. I'm in a country where that's happening right now. Oh, my dear, my guy, you have no idea. This stuff that's going on in America, aka Turtle Island, stolen Turtle Island, is regional. They got the mass. Look, movie studios exist on mega levels. And that's why I say all the time that you, me, and everybody who believes a certain way, that the narrative that's on the street leads us to think things are like that, or that's how they're going to be in the future, on such a high level, the programming companies out there operating in our lives to the point where you don't even know they telling you what to do. You don't even know they telling you what to think. And you don't even know they making you eat what they want you to eat. Drive what they want you to drive. Use what they want you to use. Pay what they want you to pay. And then we complain about it and keep doing it. What's the definition of insanity? Anybody know? Yeah. Keep doing the same process while expecting a different outcome is the definition of insanity. You keep doing the same thing. Oh, but this time, yeah, this time it's gonna work. But it ain't worked for the last 258 million years for everybody else, but you're gonna jump on the bandwagon and work it, grind, and hit it hard, right? Look, when you figure out that half the battle is you your own devil, you your own arch enemy, they had to create all these enemies of the state around you so you can never get around to thinking you your own damn enemy. That's what the problem is. You don't even realize that you the devil. I'm my own devil. I mess myself up all the time. I gotta go fix it. And then they put other things in place where you can go fix it through their way. Do this way, do another way, and another way, and another way, and all these ways, 3,800 of them actively being participated in all over the world, so that you can get your problem resolved without you having to resolve it. What's the definition of insanity? Yeah, active, insane individuals. That should be a CII. I'm sorry, AII, active insane individuals. You're going to have to go to AII class to learn how to reverse being actively insane as an individual. Because if you don't, you waste all your time here on every other narrative except yours. Look, I'm convinced that your control of your narrative is the key to your heaven, to your most high, to your whatever you want to call it. You ain't supposed to wait to go to heaven and die in this body to actually be in heaven, because the high places, the most high, this is the highest point of your being, right? I ain't gonna get too deep into this, because then I'll get off on all kind of stuff. But your high place is here. And whatever's in your high place, in your temple, is what resides out of the temple. So if you got dirty, gritty going in, and you don't realize that's what it is, that's what you got coming out. And if you got clean and consciousness, and consciousness only means like awake to the actual depth and breadth of what you are, where you are, and how you is here. Okay? Now we don't have all the answers like names. We use names, okay? We use a lot of religious names, a lot of spirituality stuff, but nobody really know. Y'all tripping. You ain't met none of them people, none of them names. In some of the books, they got Latin, they got English, they got Hebrew, they got all kinds of names, and y'all ain't met none one of them. Not a one. Talking about, I know that I know. You don't know. Proverbs 4:7 talk about getting wisdom. With all thy getting, get knowledge and understanding. There's that word, stand under. But anyway, so if you was to get some wisdom and knowledge and understanding, means you got experience. And if you got experience in something, then the rubber meet the road. What you say applies. But until then, you just talking out the side of your neck. What was that? Cameo, talking out the side of your neck. And if you're too young and you didn't know, now you know. Go look up the group Cameo. I think it was them talking out the side of your neck. Ain't nobody hearing all that. Look, coming out that way. We've been hearing talking outside of your neck. Can't nobody hear that. Experience develops the knowledge. Okay? Now, you can have bad knowledge and you can have good knowledge. You can be experienced and going to jail, Willie the Wino style, every day smoking crack with, like Dave Chappelle, the sprinkles of crack on him. Jackson, let's get out of here. You can have that type of experience and knowledge too. Or you can have some pleasant knowledge and experience and some good things sprinkled in there. You know what I'm saying? When I see some lemons, I'm making lemonade. Put a little honey up in there. Yep, that's what I'm doing. It's up to the user. This is a user-oriented experience on this third dimension. And because of that, the psyops that have been created all around you actually empower other people's worlds for them. It empowers the ability for them to guide and control the power. Because most people are too compartmentalized to ever agree with any of this stuff, because, like I said, religion has put a box around the thoughts. It's actually replaced the actual thought of the true being. So I could go into a lot of religious texts, let's say, and point to one in general, you know, and say, what is it, Genesis 1. Let's use the Bible. Let's use the Bible. Let's use the Bible. I think it was Genesis 1. I can't remember the rest. I'm rusty, y'all. I'm rusty, rusty, rusty. Just like that Ford Pinto back in the 70s, they used to make that rust color. I'm rusty. So Genesis 1 is talking, I'm generalizing, I'm not quoting word for word, so don't be coming at me like, oh, you stupid, you don't know nothing. In Genesis 1, when it's talking about creating the earth and everything in it and blah, 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 and it says, now I've created man in my own image and my likeness, and that ye are gods. So I don't know who they was talking to, but it sounded like a group of people. If you go read that, it sounded like a group of people were discussing the creation that they made. It was more than one, it sounded like more than one person was talking, the way I read it. And that to then state that, and ye are gods, it was little g, ODS, you'd have to go find out what that means. Because if you don't, the rest of the book don't make no sense. Allegory City, it could be a whole, people been told, well, if you're not, close to God, then you can't even understand the words. How I can't? They wrote them in English. They put it so I could read it. So why not just spell it out? 10 Commandments was a good run, like, here, do these things. That's it. But it's really the laws of Ma'at. I think they're like 48. I could be rusty on that too, but the laws of Ma'at precede the 10 Commandments. That's probably where most of the 10 Commandments came from. They chiseled it down to 10, because maybe they're too lazy to read all 38 or 40 something, 48 laws of Ma'at or 30. I can't remember. But, it's a lot going on. And you have to get to the place where you can see some of that. But if you're in a certain religion, whichever one you are, pick one, it don't matter. That's designed to, I think religions were created by mankind to kind of keep you on point. But at some place in his story, or some place in time, oh, up there we go, thank you. I'm all over the place. 42 laws of Ma'at. That's what's up. Appreciate it. So y'all go read the 42 laws of Ma'at. M-A-A-T. That, those books of information precede biblical accounts of things. So as far back as you can go to cross-check your data, that would be advisable. And I'm not saying stop doing what you're doing, but if you're trying to get up out of some systematic, useful programming, you're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to zero out. You can come back to your religion, but to deprogram, you gotta get rid of everything as best as possible. And it might be impossible to get rid of everything, but you gotta try. You gotta try to balance out those things, because what will happen is, with new information, your old information is stronger. Your subconscious already has a battery-like memory. So whatever's in there, this is why you start your workout regimen, New Year's resolution. Best time to talk about right now. Everybody, oh, I'm gonna get fit, I'm gonna work out. It's a new year, I'm about to get it. 3 days later, that gym, that was a hoax. The equipment rusty. It don't even work good. It's too hot in there. Somebody looked at me crazy, like sideways. I ain't going back over there. That's because your subconscious making you come back to where you was. And if you don't understand that you're going to have a New Year's resolution every New Year that ain't going to work. And you're going to read some books and try to attain some knowledge from someone else, and it ain't going to work. Because your programming is going to, you have to realize that's what's going on. And your programming is going to make sure, your subconscious is going to make sure that you don't get any new features brought into your environment because it's comfortable giving you all the old features that you placed in there, that you authorized. So all this doom and gloom videos on YouTube and oh boy, this is I was wrong all along. They're launching right now. Yep, pointed this way. This and that. Everything's going to happen now. Everything, oh, this is the worst time in history. No, it ain't. This happened before. Happened before. While you in one region, another region is doing something totally different. It's all regionalized events going on. You got to get your pass the port card while you can, and you got to get out. Gost. G-O-S-T. You got to get out for a hot second so that you can clear your mind. You don't get it, man. You in an energy vacuum. You in a totalitarian, negative energy producing, mind sucking, body program, mental illness kind of place. And you don't get it unless you've been out of there, that's what's going on. You can go anywhere you want. Go to Mexico. Oh, hasta luego. Go to Mexico. ¿Cómo está, amigo? Right? Muy bien. Mucho caliente. Get you some hot sauce, okay? Go over there where Al Pacino from, right? You know, go over here and, you know what I'm saying? Go to Mexico. Go to Cuba, 90 miles off the coast of Florida. 90 miles. You can do that on your bicycle across the water. Go to Virgin Islands. Go somewhere for a hot second just to get out of the energy. Don't believe the hype. All this bad stuff is happening in Mexico and everywhere else in the world is so bad, being programmed to you for a reason, so you'll never leave your region. That's why they did it. That's why they do it. Do you know probably, I don't even know. This is not, I'm just guessing. Probably something like 70% of Americans ain't never been out of America. Why is that? What you scared of? What's your excuse? You were given an opportunity to come and go as you please, minus C-19. Okay, there are boundaries, of course, but you were given certain leeway, status. Okay, and then if you don't make use of it, that's on you. So then, black man, brother, don't complain to me that something's going wrong with the black men. Get up out of there. Go get some other opportunities. Maybe the grass is greener on the other side. Maybe it ain't. You come back, but at least you know, right? So I don't even want to hear all the crazy, oh, you don't know what you're talking about stuff. I know what I'm talking about for me. And then I can advise people or recommend, and you pick and choose what you cherry pick out of there, what you want. Okay? Cherry pick. I thought about Miss Cherry. That's funny. Shout out to Miss Cherry and her channel. But, you know, it's all about, it goes all the way back full circle to, are you writing your own narrative? Now, if you got your little new car, you got your little job, you got your apartment, everything chill on the weekend, you get the, hey, go do your thing, hit it back Monday, get back, you know, go to church Sunday, be in the club Monday, you know, Saturday night in the club, hit church Sunday, get your sins forgiven, back at work Monday, repeat. If that's your thing, like a chicken wing, go on and do that, shall we? Go on and do that, if that's your thing. More power to you. But if you one of them people who's like, nah, it's more out there. It can't just be this. Ain't no way everything bad outside here and then over here bad, but they tell me over there bad. Which bad is it? I might want to go see this other bad before I decide which one is the baddest around, okay? And that's all I'm saying. While you can, get your ducks in order, man. You know, the reason why they say get your ducks in order, because when you watch the ducks swimming in the water, be papa duck, mama duck, baby duck, they all in a row, like chilling, like this. Get your ducks in line, okay? You got to get your stuff straight. And getting out of there for a hot second, visiting some other places, not in the region that you're in, outside of there, you'll immediately acknowledge, if you're looking for it, the change in energy, the excitement level of you being in that environment is going to be through the roof. You're going to be on cloud 9 going, oh, and there's a cloud 20. I see it. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of energy exchange you get when you travel somewhere. Now, I would not necessarily suggest, oh, go to London or Europe or, you know, where the snooty people are, all the bougies are. And if any of y'all from there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all kind of snooty, like, oh, we're the best. We have the best coffee. We have the best truffles. And we don't want you here, but you're here, so we'll just deal with you. Go somewhere else. You know, do some research. If you want to go to London, if you want to go to England, boom. Oh boy, I got to figure something out. So look, I got to end this live. I appreciate y'all. Everything is, and what just happened was the business. I just saw a message like, yo, Major, call me. We're having a problem. Houston, we got a problem. So I got to go put out some fires. Ha, ha, ha. Very funny, mother trucker. That was an Eddie Murphy line without saying the Eddie Murphy word. I said mother trucker. But anyway, put out some fires. I'm in the fire watch business. Funny cliche, catchphrase kind of stuff. Just flows. Y'all want me to laugh like Eddie Murphy too? Man, that dude is funny. All right, anyway, look. Y'all didn't know that side of me either, but you know, I do have some entertainment, you know, credentials. We'll talk about that later. But look, y'all have a great, fantastic day. Get them minutes under control. Write your own narrative. Mom, punch you in the chest. Write your own narrative. Stop playing. Okay, stop running everybody else's operations and run your own. Write your own narrative. Do your own vision. Get on your journey. Okay? I got to go. Appreciate all of y'all. I'll try to do another live whenever smoke clears. Got a lot of stuff did. Got an hour invested in y'all. Somebody just hit me with that $9.99 gift. Yo, I appreciate the love. Anytime y'all want to send me some more tools to work with, you know, I call money a tool. You just send it. You know what? Next live, I did an Eddie Murphy. No, next live, next live, I'm going to put up my PayPal me thing, and y'all send me some more tools to work with. I'll holler at y'all in a minute. This is Major. Don't do it now. Next time. This is Major signing off for another kind of cool video. Come back around when this video posts. Hit the comments for me. Hit the likes, all that stuff. I appreciate y'all. Much love, peace, joy, and Soul Train, baby. All right, y'all. I got to go. Peace.